Today, I'm going to be covering the exact steps that you need to follow to start a dropshipping store in 2023, especially if you have little money to start with. Now, full transparency, it's currently 1:30 in the morning. I was meant to film this video earlier, completely missed it, and to punish myself, I'm forcing myself to film it now. If I come across tired, I apologize, but nonetheless, I'm going to be trying to provide as much value as possible. Now, I'll be covering 5 steps in this video: product criteria, product research, building your store, marketing, and fulfillment. So the very first step is understanding product criteria. So step 1, product criteria, is all dependent on what marketing tool you are going to be using when it comes to your dropshipping store. Whether you're going to be running ads or whether you're going to be on the organic route. If you're starting with less capital, I would recommend going down the organic route because the barrier to entry is extremely low. If you're starting with ads, and not to put you off, you will spend a lot of money, and that's completely transparent when you are starting out. Now, product criteria when it comes to organic is a product with wow factor that's eye-catching, that will stop the customers scroll when they are scrolling, and also has an impulse buy aspect around it. For example, the slush cup doesn't necessarily solve a problem that a lot of people face day to day. You're just making slushes in a cup, and it's just a unique product that catches people's eye and encourages them to purchase because they see the product and go, okay, like I said, wow factor, they go, wow. Pretty simple, right? Products that are really going to stop people from scrolling, because what you have to understand is that people are on TikTok to be entertained, not to buy products. Exactly the same with ads as well. Have to stop their scroll, and especially with TikTok, understanding the audience that are on TikTok. Products that do have wow factor and catches people's eye are going to do a lot. Now, when it comes to running ads, I would suggest that you need to focus more on a product as a massive problem solving ability. For example, if a man struggles with a receding hairline, a solution for their receding hairline. If a man struggles to grow a beard, a solution to help them grow a beard. If a girl wants to have bigger lips, a solution to make them have bigger lips, etc. You get where I'm going with this. A solution to a problem that people have, and they look at it and go, wow. Another example is like shapewear. I don't know if you guys know what that is, but girls, you will know, of course, what that is. Essentially, it is, shapewear that basically girls wear, enables to look more curvy.
Wearing skim because she want to be Kim in them.
Now, that's the basics of product criteria and what you should be looking for when it comes to products, and also when it ads. And also when it comes to ads, you want to look for a product that you can sell for 3 to 4 times, and with organic, a product you can sell for 2 times, because the margins on organic are huge. Because even selling a product for 2 times, you're going to get 50% margins, and selling a product on ads, you have to consider and factor in the cost per acquisition, which is basically how much it costs in order to get a conversion on that product. So you need to factor that in with your prices. And also another thing I would say when it comes to ads, having a very strong offer, which is basically buy one get one free. All of these different things is something you also need to consider when you look at product criteria. Step number 2, product research. Now, you want to start making your phone think that you are a big customer and very, very much like to spend your money, right? And how you do this, start searching on Google phrases and common phrases that buyers use, like for example, dog toys, kitchen gadget, all of this rubbish that your mum, searches on Facebook and looking for all the time. You want to search that yourself and start to make Google and your phone, everything is all tracked across everything you search, is all collected, and the data is all collected, right? So after you do that, you will be able to start picking up a few products here and there when you're scrolling on Instagram. On Instagram stories, your ads will start to appear, a few dropshipping stores here and there, and Facebook. Now, to double down on this, what you then do is basically make your phone a grail of searching for dropshipping stores. Once you scroll on Facebook and Instagram and react with dropshipping stores, you're basically going to teach the algorithm or the pixel on those stores that you are an avid buyer of dropshipping products. So when you find these dropshipping stores and you're scrolling, you want to like, comment, save the ad, and also you want to take it a step further. Go onto the website, add the product to your cart, check out with the product. All of these different things, basically going to build up a rapport as you as a person to Facebook and tell them that you want to see these more. Now what you're going to see, and is what I see all the time, I'm scrolling on Facebook, I'm scrolling on Snap ads, I'm scrolling on Instagram story ads, I constantly see products. Every single ad, pretty much a dropshipping store. So this is a really good product research method that I use, and that's not my favorite one that I use, but it is one that I do use extensively. Now, something to also be wary of is utilizing the tool shophunter.io or dropship.io. Now, I'm not sponsored by either of them. Fun fact, the owner of shophunter.io was actually in a group call with about 3 years ago when I was first starting my dropshipping journey, which is pretty insane, and he's made it an insane software. On there, you can verify whether the stores that you find after you use the product research method, you can check what type of sales this product is doing and basically figure out whether that product is going to be good enough to run or not. not. So with this product research method, what I actually like to do is find unique products that haven't hit TikTok organic yet. Depending on whether you're going to be doing TikTok organic or running ads, you can basically promote your product. And I assume because this video is based on someone that doesn't have a lot of money or someone that doesn't have a crazy amount of knowledge or money to start out with, then marketing your product, you're going to be wanting to do organic. Now, I'm not going to get into that yet, but with this product research method, you can find unique products that haven't hit TikTok yet, right? And in this game, it's all about having the cake first. I know it sounds crazy, but hear me out. When I think about products, especially on TikTok organic, it's someone bakes a cake and whoever gets that cake first will reap the rewards of eating the whole of that cake, right? Competitors come in, they might grab a slice here. Another dropshipping competitor come in, might grab a slice here. Once products are really saturated, on TikTok organic especially, all you are left with is the crumbs. You're not gonna reap the rewards as much as the person that found that product first or jumped on that product first. So sometimes taking a product that is working on Facebook and is running up on Facebook ads and is performing well is something that you can take over to TikTok and completely run organic without spending a single penny on ads. Step number 3, building your store. Now, it's already a given that you should be building all of your stores on Shopify. That's a no-brainer. Like, Shopify, one of the best platforms ever made, and I can stand by that. I'm gonna share some things with you guys that not a lot of people know about in order to speed up the process of building your first store. Now, when you build your first store on Shopify, you do want to use a basic theme like Debutify. Now, a lot of the people that are experienced dropshippers are probably listening to this like, what is this guy talking about? But you guys have to remember, when you first try to build a Shopify store, that shit is not easy. Building with an app like Debutify can be very beneficial and help you along the way on building a store. Now, don't get me wrong, do not use Debutify in the future once you start to learn. I want you to learn how to use something like Pagefly or Gem Pages, something like these where you can literally build out your own landing pages and build out your own stores step by step pretty much. However, when it comes to the product, let's say you found a winning product on Facebook or whatever the product research method you've used, what you can actually use is an app called Copy. Now, Copy is a Shopify app where basically you can copy and paste the link of the competitor store or the winning product that you found that you want to test, and as you copy and paste it, it will literally copy everything from that other store. It might seem a little bit borderline stealing or whatever, but you don't necessarily need to steal all of that stuff and use all of it. It's just, it can be very good to have as a structure and a basis of your product page. And not necessarily, it's down to you if you want to just steal it and run it yourself, especially when testing. But I would advise to change it up here and there. It's just to use as a structured guideline for your product page. Now, another little trick that I like to do, I like to get my product images made by Flare.ai. Now, Flare.ai is basically an insane AI tool that you can use to sub in your product, and it also cuts out the outline of your product and makes it as a PNG, and then you can put your product into basically any prompt you give that Flare.ai. If you want a jungle background with sunlight beaming down, they will literally make it in high definition with your product. Obviously, make sure when you're doing this to have the background fit within your product. It makes no sense if you're selling a water gun and for some reason you've got a background of a desert. Realistically, that makes no sense whatsoever. Keep it on brand, keep it clean. For example, instead, if you had a water gun, you could have water drops on the gun. You could also have snowy mountains. You could also have maybe a river flowing, whatever, right? You get the idea. Have it on brand with the product. Okay, so step number 4 is marketing. Now, there's so much in-depth stuff that I can say about marketing, and there could be a whole video dedicated to just marketing alone. So I'll keep it very basic and brief just so this video isn't 3 hours long. But when you're a beginner, I would recommend starting out with TikTok organic. Now, the reason why I say that is because the barrier to entry is so low. And what I mean by the barrier to entry is so low is that you can literally start with 50 to 100 pounds with TikTok organic. Now, essentially, viral organic content is blowing up your product, your dropshipping product, whatever it is. Maybe you might start a brand. Anyone can do this, but for you watching this video that is wanting to start dropshipping, you can blow up the product on TikTok, Instagram Reels, even you can utilize YouTube Shorts, but the main platforms are IG Reels and TikTok. Now, what you're going to be doing is taking advantage of the algorithm by making content that is interesting and entertaining for the platform, depending on how viral worthy the product is, and then basically making loads of videos every single day and posting them and pushing out your product. Now, this is how I sort of started my dropshipping journey. We blew up a product, 30 million views, and we did around 40K in sales in 3 days. And then from there, I've blown up countless products. I've done multiple millions of views, and I've done some insane days. I've even done 10K days from selling sex toys. That's mad, I know, but I have. I know it sounds crazy, but yes, that's the power of TikTok, and really utilizing and studying someone like Mr. Beast and how he makes content can be applicable through the way that you make content.
Oh, wear his skin cause she wanna be Kim and
engage the audience retention, even the click-through rates of your videos can all be analyzed and taken into consideration. The 3 key things that I would say about, to know about organic, and like I said, there's so much information on this that I could go over, but I'm going to keep it simple, is having an amazing hook to hook someone into your video, because you have to understand they're not there to buy anything, they're there to be entertained. So you have to give them a reason, right? They're scrolling on TikTok, short dopamine bursts, bang, 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 bang. You have to give them a very, very good reason on why they should watch your video with the hook. Then continuing on from there, you need to be, describing the product, describing the benefits of the product, or at least showing the benefits of the product in the video, and then always make sure that you have a CTA. Now, everyone's always like, oh, what do? I don't have 1,000 followers in my bio, blah, blah. It does not matter. If you can't get to 1,000 followers on TikTok with your product within 48 hours, within reason, of course, if you're just starting out, it might be a case of getting to hang of content. But if you can't get 1,000 followers with your product, then it's not worthy of going viral anyway. It's not worthy of being sold anyway, right? So if you can't get 1,000 followers, don't go, oh, I don't have 1,000 followers, it's not working, blah, blah, blah. This guy trying to get in the camera. This guy trying to be on YouTube, man. So yeah, whenever anyone says that, I say you are crazy, right? One thing you can do is attach an Instagram account that is, same branding as your dropshipping store and same branding as your TikTok store, and add that, but honestly, and attach that to your TikTok with a link in the bio on Instagram. But honestly, if you can't get 1,000 followers on TikTok, then, that's the least of your worries. You should be worrying about moving on to a new product. Now, there is in fact a lot more to the marketing than just that, but I wanted to keep it beginners friendly, keep it simple. Don't overcomplicate it with some, crazy stuff that you're going to be like, what the hell? You're going to be like, what is this guy talking about? So yeah, keeping it simple. But if you want to know a little bit more in depth, I did film a completely free training, hour-long roadmap of basically how you can get to your first sales. And if you want access to that, all you have to do is DM me on Instagram at hkvibing ecom. Pretty simple. I'll just send you the link for the video for you to watch. Now, step number 5, fulfillment. Now, fulfillment, in my opinion, is pretty simple. There's not much to it, right? There's not a whole lot of complications to it. Stay away from AliExpress. Like I said in my previous video, 5 mistakes that you should avoid when starting dropshipping. Avoid AliExpress, Zendrop and CJ dropshipping when you're starting out, and private supplier once you get to scale. Now, a private supplier is basically a supplier that has access to pretty much all of the network in China. Like it's a warehouse, a fulfillment warehouse that basically deals with orders and has access to all of the range of network and warehouses that actually produce these products. And he focuses on making sure that that product gets to your customer as fast as possible with track shipping. Now, like I've said in the previous video, AliExpress, you will get angry customers, you will get slow shipping times, all of that. CJ dropshipping and Zendrop are good alternatives when you're testing, but once you start to get high amount of orders, you should shift to a private supplier. And the reason being is CJ and Zendrop can be very difficult to deal with the scale wise. If you're doing a lot of orders, it will be a headache down the line. One thing I would also suggest is hiring, once you get to that level that you need to reply to a lot of customers, a lot of customer emails that are annoyed, is hiring a VA. So what a VA is basically someone that will reply to emails, reply to the customer emails, and you pay them per hour, right? With regards to the private supplier, you can find a private supplier just by doing simple searches on Google. Private suppliers in the palace, shameless plug, are top tier. But the risk and what I stress with finding your own private supplier is there is a very, very likely chance that they are terrible, or they will scam you, or you get 10 orders and they're freaking out from just 10 orders. Like, there are a lot of suppliers that are will make a lot of mistakes. So you can search on Google something along the lines of private agent dropshipping. I said all of this in my previous video. However, You know, you can also search for Facebook, but I didn't say beware of being scammed, and make sure to do your due diligence when, you know, figuring out whether or not it is worth working with them. But yeah, I think that covers everything in basics. You know, very, very, very beginner friendly, this video. So, you know, nothing insane. I think it's been very valuable for you behind the camera who's watching this that doesn't know a lot about dropshipping, has no clue where to start, and has no clue what sort of steps to take. Hopefully those steps have brought forward a clearer outlook towards your dropshipping journey. And, you know, make sure, and like I said before, if you want to get that hour free training completely free, all you have to do is DM me on Instagram at hkvibing. Just say the word ecom, YouTube, whatever you want to say, right? And we will send you that free training across. And with that, it's really, really in-depth on, you know, the exact process and the exact blueprint on getting your first sales. But as always, I appreciate you watching, and I'll see you in the next video.